Most of the chatbots today are very underwhelming. You ask a simple question about your site or product, and the AI will say either it doesn't know or produce some hallucinated AI slop. And the problem isn't the AI model, it's because you are lazy as hell and you only plug in the web search and give it some fancy system prompt and you think you are done. But you are wrong, you are not done. Simply giving the chatbot web search is not accurate and it will be slow. And half the time it just guesses based on data from 2 years ago. It doesn't actually know what is on your website right now. Sure, it might guess once, but there's no guarantee it will hit consistently. Okay, so look, I have a milk company here that probably sells milk, and I'm gonna ask it about some product, maybe this grass-fed reduced fat milk. And what the model will say? It doesn't know. And in the worst case, it would synthesize or hallucinate some information that is not even true. So if I was a normal user, I would just go away from the website and not visit it again. So let's fix this. We need to get the actual data inside the chatbot. We don't want it to web search and hope for the best. We want it to know the content of your website right away. So I'm going to take the sitemap from the A2 Milk Company and I'm going to put it in our ragus.ai scraper. Here I'm going to fill out the website-based URL and the sitemap URL. This will take the sitemap and scrape every single URL you see on here on the screen and format it into QA pairs. So by default, we use this QA pair schema because it's rack friendly and allows for easy rack retrieval inside the chatbot in the conversation. And we also use pre-chunking, we call this. And what this does is it splits the entire page content into chunks by the markdown headers. So you're gonna have relevant chunks and the information will not be cut off in the middle. So it will make sense and be coherent. So we took the entire A2 Milk's sitemap and we put it inside the chatbot. Now it has the scraped data and we can ask the chatbot some questions which are about the website. And I also added a very simple and quick KB search step which searches the voiceflow knowledge base. So let's ask it, for example, about lime cream pie popsicles. I for sure like the sound of lime cream pie popsicles, so maybe I want to make them. So let's ask the chatbot, how can I make lime cream pie popsicles? So the chatbot will now rewrite our query into a rack-friendly query, and it will send the query to the database. And now since we have the data, we get a nice answer which is exactly the same as we have from this. So we filled the entire database, now the chatbot is answering correctly and how we want, but we are not done yet because we did it once and we're gonna have to do it again. And you're not gonna be clicking scrape this website every day. You're gonna want to automate this, so we're going to use our task scheduler. Here you can select voiceflow, GPT, qdrunt, RSS, but right now we are doing voiceflow, so we're gonna select our chatbot, our configuration, and we can configure whether we want this daily, hourly is a bit too fast, but weekly, monthly, or once if you want to do this only once. So we create it, and now it's configured and it will run every day at 0 o'clock. This is exactly what you need when, for example, these guys add a new recipe, a new product, or maybe they change just something on this page, some information, and they are going to want it to be applied to your chatbot. So if you want your chatbots to go from this to this, go to ragus.ai. Scrape your sitemap or RSS feed, turn on the scheduler, and give your AI a knowledge base that actually works.